Hi, my name is Brian Puerling. I teach preschool at Burley School on Chicago's north side. In the Lakeview neighborhood, I teach 23, 4 and 5-year-old children in a full-day program in the Chicago Public Schools. New teachers coming into a classroom, whether it's for the first time or for the second time or the third time, is to come into the space when everything is a mess and to look at it and think about what centers you would like to include in the classroom. And I think making an actual list of those is going to be really helpful. And then walking into the classroom with that list and start looking at where those centers might fit in and why the centers might fit in certain spaces. And then once you kind of have started getting an idea of that, I think putting together an actual map, whether it's just a piece of paper and a pencil and just kind of drawing out and sketching out some of these spaces, is going to be helpful when it's time to actually start taking the room apart and then reconstructing it. Also, I think collaborating with other teachers is really helpful in this. The classroom does look different each year. Throughout the school year, I'm always looking at how the children are moving through the spaces. Are they able to access the materials that we're providing for them? And making mental notes and actual notes about what might work better for them next year. And I look at these and review these and discuss these with other teachers when the school year is approaching to kind of get some feedback and then kind of implement those plans or decisions into the planning when putting the classroom together. Crowded classrooms are really tough. This one in particular I've noticed has gotten crowded and clutter always appears. So trying to find ways to organize the classroom has been kind of a work in art. I have this corner in the classroom that always seems to be a mess, and trying to find ways that work to organize it where the items are accessible when we need them, but it's also aesthetically pleasing, I guess, and still contributing to the inviting feel that we want in the classroom. When setting up the classroom spaces, I always try and think about how the individual needs of children will be kind of addressed or met within these centers. And sometimes children who have difficulties accessing these materials need some extra help. And we try to create spaces in the classroom that either help give them the help they need or are set up where the teachers or the assistants can provide that help. And we have in our classroom what's called the Peace Island, and the children can go there when they are frustrated or upset, whether it's frustrated with themselves or with another child or a small group where they can go and kind of work these things out, whether independently or with the help of a teacher. Centers are set up to kind of encourage engagement between the children who are visiting the center. If you notice that the tables are all they're set up in a way where the chairs are facing each other. So the children are facing each other, whether it's in a smaller group or a larger group, and are encouraged to talk and to kind of negotiate things. Like in the Block Center, we have a large space, so lots of children can visit it, and it gives the children an opportunity to work collaboratively on really large projects and to figure out how to make the space work for them and the creations that they're trying to make. But then again, we also have smaller spaces like our Lofty Lounge and our Peace Island and our Boundless Reader Lending Library, where a few children can go and to work closely at looking at a book or listening to a story, or then in the Art Center, we have another smaller space where they can kind of work independently on something if they really want to, or it's a small enough table where they can work collaboratively on an art project or something that they're trying to create.